Fired Up Prepper here. Fired Up Prepper here. I'm on 195 headed to Killeen out of Georgetown, Austin area. Anyway, got a question for you, preppers, new preppers. Do you have a prepping plan? Do you have a prepping plan? What's a prepping plan? Probably one of the main things I hear from people is, I don't even know where to start. What should I do first? What should I do second, third, fourth? What are the things that are important to prep? And it's an excellent question for a new person. What I do to make my plan is I use my notes app on my iPhone. I write things down from time to time, different areas, whatever. But usually something will come to me and I always put it in the notes section. From there I can email it to myself and then I can print it out so I can have it at home. I'm going to give you a top 5 and then I'm going to give you one that probably most people won't tell you about. So that's going to be a bonus. Number one thing to prep is water. Figure out your water situation. How are you going to store water? How are you going to purify water? What kind of water are you going to store? I store 2 kinds of water. I store it in bottled cases of water, and then I buy the big blue jugs, like the 5-gallon jugs from Sam's. I buy the 40-pack at Sam's of the bottled water, and I buy the big blue jug. So I'll go buy like 2 or 3 cases, and then I'll buy 2 of the blue jugs. Put them aside. And then as we need water for the home, we'll take out of there. We just kind of, we do build it up, but then we do take from there too and make sure that it's getting used. Because I kind of looked up on Google, to see what the length of time to store water is, and they say about a year, but so I don't know. I mean, if you keep it in a cool, dark place, whatever, it should last longer than that. If you have it in a hot, warm place and there's light hitting it, it's not going to last as long. So purification, there's filters, there's life straws. Let's say you have to bug out. Let's say you're camping. Let's say you're hiking, whatever. You want to be able to drink from whatever sources you find. Get you a $20 life straw, put it in your rucksack, your backpack, whatever, and you can drink from just about any source. It'll filter out dang near everything that needs to be filtered out. And they run about average of $20 just about anywhere I've seen them. I got mine from one of the shows I went to. I bought 2. Need more, but I bought 2, so I've got 2. So water's number 1. Figure out your water situation. Figure out how much water you need for the amount of time that you're planning for. Of course, the first 24 hours. What would you do if you couldn't even get a drink of water for the first 24 hours? So plan for 1 day, and then go to 3 days, and then go to a week, and then try and take it from a week up to a month, and then from a month to 3 months, 6 months, and a year. See that? So you don't have to go out and buy a year's worth of water. Just start getting yourself covered. Start getting yourself covered day by day, week by week. That's how you do it. Number 2, food. Long-term storage food, lots of places you can get it. 10, 15, 20, 25 year shelf life. Basically, it's dehydrated food that you just boil water and pour it in there and leave it for 3 or 5 minutes and you got your meal. And I bought some off of the shelf at Walmart, and so, it's really good. I mean, look, I've made chili mac, stroganoff, bacon and eggs. What else? I think I had a beef stew one time. So anyway, long-term storage food. There's programs out there if you your research. I look at several different things, and I've found programs anywhere from $20 a month, 40 servings, where you just put it on auto ship, and every month they charge you $20 plus shipping and send you 40 servings of food. There's ones for 50 and 100. There's ones where you can buy 6 months at a time, a year at a time, 7 or 10 years at a time. You just have to research, see what you can do. If you're able to buy more, why not? Food is food. It's always going to be there, and you're going to need food or you're going to starve to death if something serious happens. You can't get food, grocery stores are shut down, blah, 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 blah. Don't forget to buy seeds. Heirloom, non-GMO seeds. Seeds that will reseed year after year after year. Vegetables, fruits. I bought 2 packages for $15 a piece off of eBay. $5,000 seeds in each packet, so a total of 10,000 seeds. Like over 40 different types. I think it's like 30 to 40 different types of vegetables and fruit, whatever. Or you can make them up. You can, but these are all individually packed, and then they're packed into Mylar bags, and I keep them in the refrigerator in the garage, so they'll last longer there. Okay, so food, long-term storage, or if it's not dehydrated food, I started out with buying cases of canned corn, canned green beans, spam egg and cheese sandwiches. I mean, we might not be able to have cheese in a grid down situation unless you buy some canned cheese, which they do have. But peanut butter, canned chicken, canned tuna, and buy stuff you're going to eat. Wheat tuna, wheat chicken, wheat spam, wheat corn. So buy stuff you're going to eat. Don't go buy a can of sardines if you're not going to eat sardines, unless you're going to use them for trapping as bait or something like that. What else? You can buy, like beef jerky. I don't know how long it lasts for, but let's say a year. But if nothing happens, eat it and then replace it. Whatever. All kinds of foods you can buy. The cup of noodles where all you got to do is pour the water into it. So anyway, get you some bags of rice, whole grain rice, white rice. Get you some bags of wheat, stuff like that. Stuff that you can use for baking, flour, blah, blah, blah. So, number 1, water. Number 2, food. Number 3, what? Shelter. Are you going to bug in, bug out, bug on the move? How are you going to do it? Are you going to fortify your home? So that if you're in the city like we are right now, something happens, EMP hits, whatever it is, within a very short period of time, things can get really crazy. All the places I go, I've never been in a good area where there's not a bad area next to it, close. So think about that. How close is the nearest not so nice area to your residence? You need to know that. Where I live, they give us a monthly report of all the different things going on, robberies, whatever it is, blah, 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 vandalism, whatever it is. So that's number 3. Are you going to bug in? Fortify your home. Things like that. Are you going to bug out? You're going to get some land. You're going to get a place where you can get out in the country, get away from it, up in the mountains, out in the middle of wherever, like out here in Texas somewhere. Get away from the masses. Although I do believe eventually some of the masses, once things get bad enough, they'll go out looking in the country. I don't know how far they're going to be able to get, but unless they've got unless they got a good group and some heavy firepower, I don't think that they'll have much luck. So, number 1, water. Number 2, food. Number 3, where are you going to bug out to? You're going to bug in or bug out. So, shelter. In your ruck out sacks, in your backpacks, you need to have tents, foam pads, sleeping pads, whatever. Think about that stuff. Canvases. If you don't want to use a tent, you're going to make a lean-to with a canvas or a tarp or whatever. Think about that. Tarps are easy. You can fold up a nice sized tarp, put it in your bag, and it doesn't take up much room. So shelter. Number 4. I'm going to call it security. You need to be able to protect yourself and your family. This passiveness, if that's a word, of people saying, oh, well, the government or the police are going to take care of me. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. In the 3 to 5 to 10 minutes, or if they even show up, that it takes to get there, you and your family could be dead. Violated, dead, raped, killed, slaughtered. It's not pretty. Look what's happening already with refugees in Germany and all over. They raped and did whatever to over 300 people on New Year's or whenever it was. And it's happened now. They're attacking children and women. And look, it just happened the other day. You know what their excuse was? 3 guys. You know what their excuse was? We had a bad day, so we went and raped and beat this woman. I'm just saying. Have multiple ways to protect yourself. Guns, handguns, shotguns, rifles, air guns, wrist rockets, wrist sling rockets, you know what I'm talking about? Wrist rockets, slingshots if you want to call them that, bow and arrows, whatever it takes. Whatever you're comfortable with, build that up. Have some of each. I've got bow and arrow. I've got wrist rockets. I've got handguns, rifles, shotguns. I've got everything covered. Knives. You got to have them in different areas of the house, inside and outside. Security is important. Now, number 5 is going to be one that you'll have to work on. It's a tough one. And I've still yet to do it. So it's at the top of my list right now because I've got all these other things taken care of. They're in the works, you know, all those things. Number 5 is community. You don't want to tell everybody what you have, but maybe you do this. Maybe you get a flyer together. You go get a free place to have a meeting at a pancake house or wherever. The library. I don't care where you do it. You probably don't want to do it in your home. Give a class on prepping. Do a little flyer that says, "Are you ready?" And say, put on there, free prepping meeting. Learn how to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Show up and get your free listing of whatever, 1 through 20 or 1, you know, whatever. Whether it's sources that people can get things from or whatever, but give them something free, they're more likely to show up. So you need to find other preppers in your area, other people that are concerned, other people that believe there's an opportunity for things to happen that could be bad, that that a lot of people are talking about now, even higher up officials in government. Okay? Go to your neighbors that you know first. Go to your neighbors that you know first and say, hey, what do you think about this or that? Are you doing anything to get prepared? Find out. Find out, are you interested? Say, look, I do a little bit. I've been doing it now going on 3 years? 2 or 3 years. So, anyway, so number 5 is community. Don't just let anybody in. You need to have a set of I mean, you can have anybody into the meeting. Okay? Like I said, don't give away what you're storing and where you're storing it and that. You just want to help people get started. And you want to find out who's serious. And once you find that out, then you can see if it's okay to contact them personally. Then you can get together and see if y'all want to work together and form a small group of 3 to 4 or 5 people in the general neighborhood that can help each other and assist each other, that have different skills. And you know, get that little group together. So here's your bonus. Here's number 6. And your bonus is this. Your bonus is for you, and it's something you can share with other people. But the number 6 thing that you need to do to prepare is exactly what you're doing right now. You're watching a video. You're watching a video on the top 5 things to do to start preparing, to start prepping. Read books. Watch videos. Find 2 or 3 people that you enjoy their videos. You know, maybe you find one guy that's real good on homesteading, one guy that's real good on water, one person that's real good on nursing type activities, you know, first aid, those type of things. There's going to be challenges and things that we're going to have to do that are going to stretch our skill levels. So you need to be able to learn as much as you can in different areas. Learn as much as you can about prepping. Learn as much as you can about the possible things that can happen, you know, that could cause us to have emergencies and things that we need to be prepped and ready for. So it's like personal development. Let's call it prepping development. You're going to get yourself ready. You're going to increase your knowledge base. Commit to watching 1 video a day, a couple videos a week, whatever it is. This video is a little long. This is getting up towards going to be 20 minutes here soon. Most of your videos are going to be 5 to 7 minutes, something like that. You can watch one real quick. You don't want to watch it while you're driving, of course. Just put it on and listen to it. There's plenty of Kindle books. There's plenty of books if you go on Amazon. Put in prepping. Put in, you know, first aid prepping. Put in, you know, water storage. Whatever. There's books. You can get Kindle books. They're cheaper if you have a Kindle. You can get, you know, PDF books are cheaper. So anyway, increase your knowledge. Bonus number 6, work on yourself, work on your knowledge. Become the expert. I heard someone say before, if you want to become an expert in any area, just go read 10 books on the subject. And you'll have done more than anybody else, and you'll be considered an expert. So with that, I'm going to thank you for watching. Get down below, give me your comments. What would be your top 5 with a bonus or without a bonus if you don't have a bonus. Bonuses are good. And Like the video, share the video. If you have any other prepper friends or people that need to start thinking about prepping, let them know, hey, we're not the only ones thinking about it. This guy out here, prepper, you know, he's in Texas and he's prepping. So that's one thing. When you start doing it, you're kind of looking through the windows, make sure no one's watching you put cans of food away and stuff like that, you know. I went through all those phases. I don't care now. But I don't go out and tell everybody what I have and where I have. Well, I do. I did a video that kind of showed everybody, but you know, I didn't give out my address and things like that. People look. If people want to find you, they're going to find you. That's where security comes in. You need to be prepared with security. You need to be able to protect your family, protect your belongings, protect your storage. And subscribe to the channel if you want to find out when I have new videos out. I'm trying to get better on putting more videos out. I've got several channels. I've got a channel called Fired Up Trucker. I've got a channel called Fired Up Prepper, which is this one. I've got another one called Fired Up Networker. So check them out. If you want to see what's going on there too. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Stay fired up. Fired up.